Picture a vast expanse of emerald green, where the air is thick with the scent of earth and rain, and the canopy overhead weaves an intricate tapestry that filters sunlight into gentle, dancing patterns on the forest floor. The Congo Basin, spanning over 1.5 million square miles across Central Africa, is the world's second largest rainforest, a living archive of biodiversity and human history. Here, ancient rivers like the Congo carve through dense vegetation, sustaining a web of life that includes over 10,000 plant species and myriad creatures adapted to perpetual shade and moisture. Yet this lush paradise conceals harsh realities. Relentless humidity that fosters diseases like malaria, impenetrable undergrowth that hinders movement, and seasonal floods that reshape the landscape without warning. Isolation is profound, with vast tracts untouched by modern roads, leaving communities vulnerable to both natural perils and external pressures. Amid this verdant labyrinth dwell the hidden tribes, such as the Pygmy groups, including the Baka, Mbuti, and Aka, who have harmonized with the forest for thousands of years. Their ancient lifestyles, rooted in hunting and gathering, offer a window into humanity's earliest bonds with nature. How do these resilient peoples endure in an environment where abundance coexists with subtle threats? This exploration delves into the quiet ingenuity of their adaptations, alongside those of the plants and animals that share their world, revealing a symphony of survival in one of Earth's most enigmatic realms. Let the soft murmur of leaves and distant bird calls carry us deeper into this timeless domain. The Congo Basin's climate sets a steady rhythm of challenge and sustenance. Fact 1. Humidity often exceeds 80%, creating a perpetual mist that nourishes epiphytes, plants growing on trees without soil, but also promotes fungal infections among inhabitants. To adapt, tribes like the Baka use natural repellents from forest herbs, applying them to skin and clothing for protection. Fact 2. Heavy annual rainfall, averaging 60 inches, leads to frequent flooding. Yet plants, such as buttress-rooted trees, anchor firmly in saturated soils, providing stable platforms for tribal shelters. Fact 3. Navigation through the dense canopy relies on intimate knowledge of landmarks. The Mbuti, for instance, use bird calls and tree patterns as guides, a skill passed down orally through generations. Gathering food in this bountiful yet perilous setting demands precision and respect. Fact 4. The forest floor teems with edible tubers and fruits, but tribes employ sustainable harvesting, taking only what is needed to ensure regrowth, mirroring the adaptive strategy of seed-dispersing animals like forest elephants. Fact 5. Hunting with nets and spears target bushmeat, but overhunting poses risks. Indigenous groups practice taboos on certain species during breeding seasons to maintain balance. Fact 6. Water is abundant from rivers and vines, yet contaminated sources spread diseases. Tribes boil it or source from clean lianas, which act as natural filters. Fact 7. Social structures emphasize sharing. Meals are communal, fostering bonds that aid survival, much like how bonobos form alliances to forage efficiently. The basin's inhabitants have evolved remarkable traits to thrive. Fact 8. Okapi, with their striped legs, blend into dappled light for camouflage against predators, a subtlety that echoes the tribe's use of leaf patterns for hunting attire. Fact 9. Lianas climb trees to reach sunlight, conserving energy in nutrient-poor soils, inspiring tribal rope-making from vines for tools and bridges. Fact 10. Forest elephants, smaller than savanna counterparts, maneuver through thickets with ease, their trunks adapted for grasping low foliage, paralleling the pygmy's shorter stature, which aids agility in dense underbrush. Fact 11. Birds like the Congo peafowl have vibrant plumage for mating displays, yet muted calls to avoid detection, a discretion mirrored in tribal storytelling sessions held in whispers at dusk. Human cultures here embody deep-rooted adaptations. Fact 12. The Aka people's polyphonic singing not only strengthens community, but also serves as a navigational aid, with echoes mapping the forest's contours. Fact 13. Medicinal knowledge is vast. Tribes use bark from the iboga plant for healing, tapping into the forest's pharmacy to combat ailments that modern medicine often overlooks. Fact 14. Nomadic lifestyles allow groups to follow seasonal resources, avoiding overexploitation, a strategy akin to migratory birds shifting with fruiting cycles. Fact 15. Egalitarian societies minimize conflict. Decisions are collective, fostering resilience against environmental stressors like droughts in drier fringes. External forces test ancient ways. Fact 16. Deforestation from logging threatens habitats, displacing tribes and animals alike. Conservation efforts sometimes evict communities, ignoring their stewardship role. Fact 17. Climate variability brings erratic rains, challenging traditional planting knowledge, yet tribes adapt by diversifying crops with resilient wild varieties. Fact 18. Interactions with outsiders introduce diseases, but cultural isolation has built immunities over millennia, supplemented by herbal remedies. Fact 19. Bushmeat trade pressures sustainability. Indigenous groups advocate for regulated hunting to preserve biodiversity. Fact 20. Mapping initiatives empower tribes to document territories, blending ancient knowledge with modern tools for advocacy. As our journey through the Congo Basin draws a gentle close, the hidden tribes emerge not as relics of the past, but as living exemplars of harmony with an extreme yet nurturing world. In this humid embrace, where challenges like disease and isolation weave into the fabric of existence, adaptations, be they the okapi's subtle stripes, the liana's tenacious climb, or the Baka's profound forest wisdom, whisper tales of enduring resilience. These peoples, separated from broader humanity for over 60,000 years, remind us that survival flourishes through balance, community, and reverence for nature's rhythms. Yet, as external threats encroach, their ancient lifestyles underscore a universal lesson. True endurance lies in coexistence, not conquest. In the soft rustle of leaves and the quiet flow of rivers, we find peace in the knowledge that such resilience can guide us all toward a more harmonious future.